Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you, and of course I'm Aaron, and as usual we talk about all things family. So we are doing a follow-up discussion today because we previously talked about how to know that you're growing apart from your spouse 2 weeks back. So today we are going to discuss how to reconnect with your spouse now that you know that you've grown apart. What are the things you can do to reconnect and ignite the spark or reignite the spark? So keep watching. Before we get into the tips, I think the major thing that you have to really do here is to increase on the time that you spend together, because there's just something about time, especially quality time. It always makes people grow closer and helps build intimacy. So all the tips that I'm going to share are basically ideas on how to spend time together. So our tip number one is to change things up. It could be your location or just the physical appearance of your environment at home. So sometimes the disconnection comes because of boredom and monotony. Things look the same. You're doing them the same way every other time. When you change it up, maybe change the organization of your bedroom, the location of your bed, you put it the other side, and just do something different. It just pleases the eye and creates the right atmosphere for reconnecting. Also, going away, you could go to the countryside or go away to a hotel, either simple or luxurious, whatever your choice, but changing up the environment and location just adds this excitement to somebody's life, and they are just more open to romance and reconnection and things like that. So change up your environment and location. So tip number two is to have more meals together. Guys, there's just something about food that brings people together, that breaks the ice and just sets a great atmosphere. And that's why you find that at most dinners and dates there will be food. Most gatherings, burial, wedding, sale, I don't know, name it, there will be food, because food brings people together and creates a particular kind of intimacy. So if you're looking to reconnect with your spouse, create time for having more meals together. You can make sure you come back home early so that you all have dinner together as a family. Or if that is too hard for you because of the crazy jam in Kampala, you can try to fix in like a lunch date with your spouse, or breakfast, or coffee in the evening. Whatever it is, just try to make sure that you're eating at least one meal a day. You'll be growing your intimacy and therefore reconnecting. The next tip is so inexpensive and yet will create magic in your relationship, and that is to shower together. There's something so special and nice and sweet about having a bath with your spouse, lathering their body and then taking off the lather in whatever creative way you want, and doing all these other things that you're free to do because they are your spouse. You can dance, you can touch, you can sing, and just have fun. It's an opportunity for you to play with your spouse in the privacy, of the bathroom. And so it's definitely a great way to reconnect with your spouse. So go try it out and give me feedback. Tip number 4 is to flirt more. You know how the more time you spend with someone, sometimes you just stop putting in effort in the sexual aspect of your life, and so the flirting goes down. You're just like, bring bread, bring milk, sugar is over. Just like the basic things of living, and so you forget to flirt with your spouse. So if you're looking to reconnect, intentionally flirt. Do research if you must on how they flirt with your partner. Say nice things, send good messages, improve your communication. If you're very shy and you can't do it face to face, you're lucky we're in the .com era. So use gadgets, send WhatsApp, do it on social media, do whatever, do an email, whatever works for you, but flirt. Do affirmations to your spouse, appreciate them more. Like the more you focus on the person's good things, you realize the flirting gets easier. You saying, hey, I like your body, I like your I like whatever it is that you like about your spouse. And then, you know, just try to set the atmosphere. But first, be nice. These things of flirting, when, you know, you've been unkind and all, may not work, especially for women. So after you've been nice, then you can increase the flirting volume. And I promise you, things will be good. So if you're looking to reconnect, level up your flirting game. So number 5, you can revisit old memories. Sometimes we forget like how far we've come, how far the Lord has brought us. But if you revisit old memories, maybe by looking at your albums, like, you know, your wedding photography, if you watch the video of your wedding or introduction, then you're able to see like how much life has changed, how your partner was happy on that day, you know, how they were smart, the joy they had. Then you look up even, you know, like pictures maybe you took like when you were dating, when you were pregnant, and things like that. Like those old memories will just reawaken the love you have for your person. Then you feel like, Bananga, we've been through so much, and you just feel connected to your spouse, like unexplainably connected to your spouse, and then you're even more willing to put in effort to reconnect. So revisit old memories, pictures, stories, recount the story of how you met or how the guy vibed you, you know, the wedding preps, you know, those functions. They'll definitely help you to reconnect and reawaken that love that has since died down. So go and revisit your old memories. Number 6 is do an activity together. Like you can get something, because remember we're trying to spend more time together so that we connect. So choose to do an activity together. You can cook up a recipe. Do they cook up recipes or follow recipes? I don't know. But you can cook up a meal together. You can decide to wash the car together instead of going to the washing bay. You can say, maybe let's read this book together and listen to it like as an audio, then discuss. Or you can say, let's clean up together or reorganize our room. Something. Just do something that's going to require teamwork and spending time together. And at the end of it all, when you've accomplished it, you feel like you're such a great team and you're ready to reconnect and, you know, being a good plus again. Tip number 7, guys, is invest in date night. Like, I know that as time goes on, when you get married and you have kids and you have work, like date night can just be even off the priority list, not just down, but off. You can forget about it and you find yourself taking years or months without doing date night. But it's really, really important, because it's one of those opportunities that, you know, you can use to stay connected to your spouse. So invest in date night. If the funds are not available, you can always think up inexpensive date night ideas at home, in the bedroom, or even go out but spend less. So do date night, Pananga. Don't ignore it. Even to see the abazungu, even us, we can do it. You know, it's not just for whites. We can do it and actually benefit from it. So date night as often as possible. And when you're doing the date night, be creative. There are so many creative ways. And if you guys are interested, I can do a video on date night ideas so that we help each other. Banangi, this marriage thing must work. I know how much a struggle date night is, even for us, but we are trying, we are investing. When we fall, we stand up again. So go have date night with your person, my dear. Finally, but probably even most importantly, is pray together. There's something about connecting spiritually that will just make all the other areas of your life much better. So if you've grown apart and you're looking to reconnect with your spouse, you can start by praying together. You don't need money to do that. So pray together, connect together on a spiritual level, maybe do testimonies, sing and worship together, listen to worship music, and just connect spiritually. And then you'll feel like, you know, there's a way God did it. The spiritual realm is very things start from there and then come into the physical. So when you connect spiritually, definitely in the physical world, you'll be able to connect more, and just some things will be swept away by the worship and presence of God. So go and connect with your partner spiritually. Share with me in the comment section any ideas you have about reconnecting, and I'll be glad to hear from you. Otherwise, it's bye bye from me. Till next time.